Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. In my continued effort to try and complete the game on cataclysmic Ironman runs, we just had a trip on the road that was really almost incredibly deadly, but we made it through, just about. Now I've been through and I've made sure everybody has something in their quick item slot so that we have access to extra healing, as well as making sure that Faith is equipped with a reasonable number of arrows. Now, the thing I definitely need to check is if we have any scrolls of Revivify remaining, which it appears we do not. So, unless we can find one imminently, death is no longer an option, which is only slightly terrifying. Of course, we could try and go back down the road to back to town. It would only cost us whatever items we use in the travel and healing. But for right now, we will press on slightly. We are just over halfway to level 4. We just got 450 XP from that encounter on the road. And we need 802 more experience each. So one or two small fights could have us at level 4, which would be wonderful before getting to anything really big and drastic. So we're just going to creep up here. Here's some plot.
What is this?
These aren't Sorax. They seem human.
What exactly are they doing?
What's it look like they're doing? They're digging something up.
A tower of magic, perhaps, owned by one of the masters of Manicaland's Arcaneum.
Who are those people? Scavengers? Hard to say. I see no tent or flag signifying their allegiance.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Perhaps we should sneak a little closer.
Or simply walk in and see how friendly they are.
Yeah, because that ends well. Well, there we are, 20 XP closer. So I was told by you lovely, lovely commenters that our power for Channel Divinity Golden Speech gets prompted to us if we're in a conversation and we have available access to it. So that is great to know. These guys are just unknown humans. I think we can climb down that side on the ivy or come along this way down the cliff. I'm just trying to remember if these guys are immediately hostile now, or if we clear out a conversation and then they become hostile later. Obviously, we're not in initiative yet, but anything can happen. I'm just going to pop Faith. Just a little bit higher and further back for sneak attacking. Now, what that trip across the Badlands really did teach me is that prioritizing getting a +1 magic weapon or any other magic weapon for each of our party, particularly Faith and Kite, is important, because getting through non-magical bludgeoning, piercing and slashing resistance is a real pain. Okay, this guy has a red circle beneath him, which makes me feel like these guys aren't going to be friendly, but we'll see if anything is going to come of this in a moment. Right, Gothic and Pastel. Chill just here for a second. Then Kite. These guys don't have stealth vision cones. Or am I getting confused with Baldur's Gate? At least it doesn't show me anywhere on the grid. Seems to be of a particular danger. Alright. That's danger.
All right, no talking then.
Kill them!
Looks like there won't be any parley.
Cult fanatics don't frighten me too much. But, you know, it could all go south. Right. We don't currently have line of sight over these hay bales, even though they are affording us full cover. I guess we will climb this, given that we have the ability to do so. And as an unseen attacker, we will have advantage on our attack. Right. Gothic has now been seen. Let's pull back just to get cover from one direction in case more come across. We did not do good for initiative this round. Kite's going to be a little bit swamped. Right, Faith, do you have line of sight on anyone? You do. You do indeed. Now, the guy that hit Kite was up in the very first in the order. So we'll go after them to prevent them from having a second turn, hopefully. Very nice. And we remain hidden, which is wonderful. More of them running out from the cave entrance. Right, we have another unknown human next to Kite, so that's easy enough a decision to make, I think.
Fortune is fickle.
Man, you're not too good with that sword, are you, dude? Right. We don't have any AoE yet. But we can get line of sight from, say, here. Then cast spell, calm emotions, calm an enemy. Is this too far away? The position is not perceived. I can see that, surely. Apparently I cannot. So if we do this against 4 enemies now.
Damn it.
Right. 3 of them are now calmed. As long as Pastel's concentrating on this spell. Given her state as concentrating, we'll get her some extra cover. And now we can focus on the ones that aren't charmed. There's a bad dex save against the Sacred Flame. But at least they give us a suitable target. I can't wait until it goes up to 2d10. You're calmed. And they can't do anything. It's incredible. Right. These two both giving issues. We'll attack the closer one just because they're less likely to have cover from standing behind a friend.
I really thought I... Never mind.
Now we've been seen, however, if we pull back, cunning action, hide, we'll have advantage on our next attack. Another calmed enemy. Now we can kill the one next to us that has very little HP. Pass on that smite, thank you ever so much. Right, Pastel. Priority is keeping up concentration. But while we're here, we can certainly help out against the one threatening Kite. Seven damage is wonderful. We'll pop you back there. And we've been shoved to the ground. And they attack us with inflict wounds with advantage. But they managed to miss, which is incredibly good, considering he was on the ground. I think we're just going to keep up with the cantrips here.
More coming your way.
Especially if we ever want to go back onto the road for a long rest, I want our spell slots to be as high as possible. Charmed. Back to Faith. Comes to the edge of her corner. Okay, I'm very quickly learning the value of the Calm Emotions spell. Right, I don't think this guy should have cover. Then we are still hidden, which is wonderful. You're calm. Kite stands back up again. Man,
You could fight.
yeah, Kite is not doing good today. I'm wondering if just attacking might do more damage for us. How's Pastel's dex? +2. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, God. Man, inflict wounds is the worst. 3d10 damage. Right. Are any of them going to get a turn before Pastel? It goes Kite, Charmed, Faith, Charmed, Kite, Charmed, Pastel. So Pastel will be able to get Kite up before he's in a pickle, which is not perfect, but it's adequate. Seven damage is nice. Faith might just be able to finish them off. No, they've got... The Fanatics have a lot more health than 22, it seems. Right, so... For Pastel... Simply enough, it's going to be a healing word for Kite, just to get them back up again. And it's this one on the end that's threatening us most, but we can still use a cantrip here against this cult fanatic. Very good. Back to full cover for you. Of course. No, don't do it. What was that? hold person. Okay, we survive against hold person. Kite is still down because he went down a second time because of the turn order. Turn order. The turn order.
Go to hell.
Okay. Do we know how many more turns on calm enemy we have left? Not yet. But we'll be able to figure it out in a second. Faith, please do a massive number on this person. Or not, you know. Double fours is fine. It's still hidden. Right, it looks like it's going to be another healing word for Kite, which I hate because then this unknown is going to go for them immediately. However, the other option is just having them be attacked while they're down, and I really hate the idea of that. Because they're going to have advantage against an opponent who's prone, which is quite the problem, and I totally forgot to attack before moving. Didn't make a difference anyway. Right, now they hit Kite again. Oh, they miss. Yes. Love it when a plan comes together. Firebolt. You. Right, we don't want to take too much time about this, because calm enemy is not going to last forever. But that is a huge hit. We are still hidden. Right, Kite stands up for half of his movement. Now, we can either heal ourselves or we can simply attack. I'm going to vote for that. Do we know how much health they have left? If they start with 22 and this was 15, they should have 7 left. Pastel also has a turn before that lady who's attacking us comes back round.
More!
Didn't matter. Okay. Calm emotions. We cannot see how many more turns we have on this, unless it's here. There it is. 5 more rounds. Okay. Who do we prioritize attacking? Probably the one that's furthest away from us. Lovely crit. Nice crit. Then the next one furthest away from us, we're going to need line of sight on that. That's not going to be a problem, I think.
You'll get us all killed.
No, they won't. Right, they're not making opportunity attacks. So I'm going to make an opportunity of this. Wonderful. We'll sneak up behind this one. I say sneak, it's not very sneaky. Where are they in the order? They go after Gothic. So I'm not actually going to attack with Pastel right now, because I'd rather take 4 turns in a row of combating so they don't have a chance to hit us. Is there anything else we would like to do in the interim? I don't think so. So let's just dodge because we can. Now, Gothic. We will just end turn. Then they go, and now we start our assault. We're going to have advantage because Kite's next to this person. Well, not advantage, but sneak attack is what I mean. Calm Emotions ends. Kite has an opportunity to attack.
Hey, that was mine!
Okay.
So what do you think?
I see nothing to indicate they're reptilian.
What's that symbol there?
The tattoo.
Looks like an A.
They all have it. Guess they're all part of the same club.
Well, there's no reason to assume it signifies something sinister.
Do you think it has anything to do with the Sorax?
A stands for Arivad, an evil god from old Tiamat. I read about him. The Sorax call him Sortar. Sor-Akath means beloved of Sortar in their tongue.
We better be careful. And don't forget, we need the head of a Sorak.
Alright, there's a little bit more XP. Now, I don't think we're under any immediate threat. We will want to short rest in a moment, but we'll take what bolts and things we can find first. Standard arrow, Troll Acanthus. Leather armor, weapons, and the like. We did all of our murdering just here, didn't we? But I think there's going to be some containers around the place. That's a dead end. You can't go down there as far as I recall. But we will see what is in these 3 containers. And it says camp over here. Does that mean we can long rest here if we wish to? Or is this not considered somewhere safe for long resting? Right, there's a sack there, or a barrel. Food, oil, scales, serpentinite, and a tragic love letter. Yeah, so apparently this fire is not one that we can use to our benefit. Down here there is a chest. Does not appear to be trapped. One gold piece, a Malacanon orchid, and a poisoner's kit. Just in case we didn't have one already. Uncautious ourselves. Then let's make sure we're selecting this bag and not the doorway into the dungeon. Would not be ideal. A light crossbow, 5 bolts, a thieves' tools, and a short sword. And one last container to pick through. Can you imagine the size of the machinery that would have to pick up a column that large? And we've got ration pouch, projectile parts, an orb focus, a wand focus, and 1 GP. Now, because I can, let's just ritual cast detect magic for 10 minutes, see if there is anything that I've missed about what's on our persons. None of that stuff. If anyone's going to have it, it'll be the ones who did the looting. Nothing about any of that. Nor anything special about any of this. So we're not in possession of any magic items we don't currently know about, which is just fine. So now we have a decision to make. Press in to the dungeon, or head back on the road, get a few extra supplies in Scrolls of Revivify that we are dangerously lacking currently, and then come back to this place another day. It would just be money on food to do it. And it is the extra trip because we have to go past KLM to do it. So I think what we'll do is we'll short rest, as is my tradition. We'll take some... Oh, God. Well, those rolls are terrible, dude. Wow. Right, so Kite is injured. Pastel has spent most of her spell slots. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to press in just a little bit through here. I know the general sense of what's going on inside, and so I'm not going to get to the big, really scary stuff until I'm definitely prepared, but we will press in a little bit further. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.